Good morning, Vance. It is Monday, December 10th, and I am back in my usual spot instead of holding the camera above my head. Feels good. I know I said I'd have my survey today, but I completely forgot about it until just now, so it's not obviously ready. And no scavenger hunt clue today. Just didn't think of it. Today's video has two parts. The first part, I tell a story, and the second part, we look at some things I played around with on the internet yesterday. Part 1, story time. I was talking with Sorrow and PD over the weekend, and I was reminded of something amusing, and I was wondering if you remember it as well. In late middle school or early junior high, I had this white 3-ring binder, probably like a 2-inch binder, it's big, that I kept printed Dragon Ball Z pictures in. Dorky, yes, but it was nice. And one day on the bus, a kid was asking me like who the people were, because a lot of it hadn't aired in America yet. And he points to a picture of Mr. Satan in basically a commie school uniform. And me being the wise Alec that I am, I told him that it was Goku in the Spanish version of Dragon Ball Z. And then years later, you and I were playing some Dragon Ball Z game, I think, maybe Budokai, the first one. And you turn to me and you say, "Did you ever hear about how in school people were saying that Mr. Satan was a Spanish Goku?" And I just laughed my ass off because I couldn't believe that the story got around far enough for you to hear about it and that you remembered about it years later and that I had started it. I couldn't find the original picture of Mr. Satan that I had in my little portfolio, as I called it, but I found this one, which is basically just his head photoshopped onto, I assume, Goku. And I also found this one, which is from one of the video games, and it gives you the general idea of what I was working with. So I thought that was a fun story, and I just wondering if you remember that. Part 2 is what I was fooling around with on the internet last night. I did this a very long time ago, but I hadn't done it in a really long time. If you go to myheritage.com, they have a celebrity look-alike thing where you upload a picture and it tells you who you look like, basically. So I did it. And I did 3 pictures of myself, and these are my results. The interesting people on here: Frankie Muniz, okay, but Dean Cain, Superman, my favorite Superman, that's okay with me. Kurt Russell, Peter Sarsgaard, Chow Yun Fat, apparently I look Asian, and Jason Alexander. Not sure if that's a compliment. On my second one, I have, as my top hit, Helen Hunt. Now, I'm really hoping this isn't going to make like Hank Green start sending me love emails or something, but I don't really know if I'm flattered that I look like Helen Hunt. And my second highest was Justin Timberlake, which is pretty amusing because for years Fox told me that I looked like Justin Timberlake and I never believed him. But if MyHeritage says it's true, it must be. The third one I did is me as Harry Potter, which I must say I look pretty good as. And accordingly, the Harry Potter John Lennon glasses got me a top hit of John Lennon. And I also got Tom Cruise, Felix Mendelssohn, Chevy Chase, and Jim Morrison. So then I did you. I didn't have any good pictures of you on my computer, and your Facebook picture wouldn't work because it was too small and off to the side, and there weren't any good ones of you on MySpace I liked. So I took pictures from the blog. Here's the first one. You got Angelina Jolie, Patrick Stewart, Carson Daly, and Jon Stewart. The Jon Stewart one I can kind of see. You both have the same furrowed brow going on in the picture. Your second picture got you Kristen Davis from Sex and the City, Tom Cruise, Sophia Bush, Conan O'Brien, and Eric Bana. And your third one got you 2 Asians, Isaac Hansen, Keith Moon, Carson Daly again, Peter Wilson, and Scarlett Johansson. Now, I was showing these to Fox last night, and he was laughing his ass off, especially at yours. And what I didn't tell him was that I went internet searching for a picture of him to do it, and I found one picture of him on Facebook where I could actually get a picture off of it. His profile picture wouldn't work because it was monotone and sideways and stuff. But this is what I got. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, John Ritter, Ron Howard, Sammo Hung, Mao Zedong, and Jason Alexander. Now, the Jason Alexander thing kind of works, I guess, because we both got it and we're cousins. But Sammo Hung and Mao Zedong, apparently Matt looks like an overweight Asian. Although we all got Asians. Interesting. So, Vance, that was Story Day. I hope you enjoyed it.